9/17/2020, NASDAQ 100, NASDAQ Composite, S&P 500, Dow Jones. This is a special update, and we are going into earnings season on Monday, and we'll have a lot of S&P 500 companies coming out. The earnings season is going to be extremely volatile. Here is the Dow. That's what it looks like. Here is the S&P. And the only reason why I'm running through it real quick is you can see where we're at in the indexes going into the earnings. So now we can see exactly where we're at very quickly. We're at double tops almost in markets on the NASDAQ composite there. NASDAQ 100, as we run through it and we take a look at it, we're right at the wall of resistance. Take a look at the Russell 2000 right up at the top. And remember, it's all on a weekly chart. Great move in that Russell over the last couple of weeks. Nonetheless, you take a look at the OEX, the S&P 100, which is up toward the top end of the trend channel. We take a look at the triple Qs, TQQQ. That's what I said, up toward the highs. We take a look at one of our greatest ETFs, TECL, has a lot of price action. That is a tech one. And then we look at the FNGU weekly candles. We all know what that is. That's that ETF again. That covers big movers that are in it, and we're up toward the top. Now, having said that, what I am going to do is give a snapshot of Google and where we're at. And Google will report earnings this coming week. And Google's been in a very severe downtrend and they missed the last quarter. That's the GOOG. And here is the GOOGL. Coming right up below there, we're going to have Amazon.com come out with earnings. That's another big bellwether. And that one's been all over the map. But nonetheless, what we are going to say here is a snapshot. It's above the weekly moving average. We'll do independent reviews as we go into the reporting day that they actually report. This is just a snapshot on the weekend snapshot going into the major earnings season. HUBS, one of our big ones that we've taken all the way to the top, going into earnings season, up at the top, had upgrades on it. Oh yeah, PAYC, one of the greatest ones that we've taken all the way up, and it's overbought, going into earnings season, up at the highs. ISRG, just reported, and they got slammed, $30 off of the high. They just reported. Teladoc, great company. Oh boy, up at the highs. What a winner this one's been. Not only that, we're going into earnings. What a great business model it has. This is that weekly chart. Yes, this is just a few. TEAM, $22 move on Friday, breaking out to all-time highs. It's been a great one. And we're going into earnings season. Listen, this weekend snapshot going into earnings season is to let you see where they're at, some of the major ones, before they report. Now, why is it that they could report well and then they drop? And they drop like a rock. Welcome, everyone, to the October earnings with the October election and a special edition of the weekend snapshot. What our primary focus and goal is for you to learn the kind of volatility that you are going to face moving forward. A lot of you have lost a tremendous amount of money, and some of you have made money. Now, by understanding what the month of October, what's an election and an earnings season combined, that is the perfect recipe to really make money. Now, my friends, Facebook, going into earnings season. Here it is on the weekly, okay? And we have a lot of them. And we have Adobe, Monster Adobe, great company. Great. NVIDIA. They'll be reporting. This one's been on fire forever. Um, we have lots of them. We got the Microsoft, very, very important to know what they're saying. Work at home stocks, all kinds of them, everything alike. You'll have Spot, great company, very good. Nice move it had up again, but every time it makes a big move, it likes to do what? Sell off. Yes. Now, listen, there are going to be a lot of other big bellwethers. Shop is going to be in here, and it will. Shop, yeah, SHOP, Shopify, made all-time highs. Right up here, double top, going into earnings season. Great company, Netflix, once again, going into earnings season, makes a high. We bought the 570 puts, and it dropped like a rock. Okay, going into earnings season, Chipotle Mexican Grill, big breakout, had upgrades on Friday. Look at these tops. Last quarter they reported, guess what they did? It was a good quarter, but they dropped like a rock off of a good quarter. Charter Communications, right up here at the all-time highs. Going to be a lot of volatility. Square, all-time highs. We took it all the way up, sold into it. Going to be reporting earnings. The lesson learned, my friends, is when you go into an earnings season, and after 35 years of earnings season, there's 4 earnings seasons in a quarter, and they can be very manipulative, and they can be very volatile. And if you know what you're doing, you can really clean up. And if you're in the option market during the earnings season, these people are really cutthroat, and they will steal option premium. When they steal the option premium from the public, as the market maker I am, that is who I compete with. I buy it. When they steal it, I buy it, and I make a tremendous amount of money when they're stealing from the public. And they have stolen from you in the past. You have been a victim of it. We know it. I know it. So we can say goodbye to it. You can take that free 5-day trial. You can witness and experience real price action. It will not be deceptive, and it will not. And here is Melly, M-E-L-I, one of our favorites, made a fortune on Melly, coming up there to all-time, what? Double top highs with a nice breakout on Friday. Going into earnings season, we know the company well. Now, when you're at all-time highs, my friends, going into earnings season, and when these companies beat, a lot of times that's not going to be enough to move their price higher, because a lot of these companies are going to really have to have a very strong report. They're going to have upside guidance on revenues and everything in order, when you're going into an earnings and you're priced at the high, when that company does not deliver, they get slammed. And that is earnings volatility. And the earnings volatility will turn your stomach. However, that earnings volatility can make you a fortune, and it can make you a fortune by getting that relationship with me. We will walk through it. We will go through that journey together, because it's a journey that you will never forget, and that you will benefit from and thereafter. And this is what it's about. So there's Nelly going into earnings season. Another one that we like, QDEL, right up here at the top of the highs. They'll be coming out. And all of these have had great rallies going into the earnings season, my friends. And everyone watching this video, I care about you. I care about the volatility and how you can get caught in it, and how you can get hurt in earnings volatility, election volatility. There are a lot of market mechanics. You people that are trying to trade with TD Ameritrades and all the retail platforms, your orders don't get executed. You have all kinds of problems. You're not direct access to the market. Let us show you the way because we know that it's the way. Here's our one that BlackRock, which has been on fire after reporting quarterly results. But Larry Fink over there, they know how to run this company, and they do exceptionally well. And you always make a lot of money. And we've had a 3-week breakout, and we're at all-time highs, and we're selling into BlackRock. Okay, here are some more examples. Here's one, Twilio. Oh boy, this one's been on fire. They're going to be reporting, and we're up at the top. And they did an acquisition here a couple weeks ago, and another great company. And there are so many of them. NOW, which had that big breakout. They report this week, and you can see that weekly ascending breakout. ServiceNow, robust company. Fundamentals are excellent. For you people that like fundamentals, we're market makers. We make price. Okay, oh yes, okay, TA, okay, TA. Another one, been on fire, and great company, but we're at all-time highs up here on a weekly. We're going into earnings season. TTD made the all-time high. When this thing broke out of this weekly ascending base, we went straight to the top. Oh yes, we bought put options and it drops like a rock. Great company. It's right coming back down. It's going to have great support, and it's not overbought anymore. Roku, ROKU. How about that one? All-time highs. Look at the ascending weekly breakout. But we're going into a report, and Roku can be very volatile when it reports at all-time highs. It likes to drop on good news. A lot of them like to drop on good news when they're at 52-week highs, and they release the report and they drop on good news, and then the public is thinking, hey, what happened? The report was good. The stock should be going higher. No, my friends. Not when they're at 52-week highs and they're reporting. You got to know when that good news is baked into the cake, and then you got to know how to maneuver the news and their actual release of the earnings in after hours. Beyond Meat was smoking. We all know it. And we made all-time highs. We had downgrades twice with this thing, but we continued to break higher and make 52-week highs in Beyond Meat as people change their eating habits. FSLY just got slammed. We're testing the 20-week moving average. That is going to be the support on that one. And they already gave a warning on their earnings. So the news and the revenue drop in this company is pricing in the 10-week moving average. So that news is already out on the earnings. Let that one be an example. Salesforce.com. We love it. Always have. Up here, though, great CEO, great business model, everything you could want. And we're up here at weekly tops. Look across there. They're called triple weekly tops going into a report. This is why, my friends, that people struggle when you are at these all-time highs going into the release. Coop Software, let it be known, COUP, there he is, up there. Last quarter, they got slammed. They didn't make it. And that was in the July quarter. But nonetheless, we're up here at all-time highs going into the next report, and be a lot of volatility, and the stock will drop like a rock. VEEV. very, very, very good company. You can see the weekly consolidation above the 10-week moving average with the breakout to go with it, making all-time highs. Great company going into earnings, though. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. They're not on sale going into the earnings reports, and they're not. And it's a weekend snapshot of some of the ones that we'll be reporting. We have hundreds more, and we have ones like this one, ALGN, all the way right back up here, going into earnings. Come on, give me a break. Listen, expectations are going to have to exceed extremely. Otherwise, these SOPs are going to sell down at their highs when they release the earnings reports after hours in pre-market, and people are going to sit there dumbfounded. Why is my stock down when the report was good and the company is good? You got to know one thing about earnings volatility and where we're at. I've been in this earnings game. We're masters at it. Uh, Seasonality is here. We're approaching the fall as we are in it. So we're approaching winter, and things are changing, and they are. And volatility is going to be at extreme high levels, and you're going to need help, or just stay out of the market, or come here, take the free 5-day trial. Let us guide you through the earnings season. Let us help you make lots of money. Let us help you be a champion. We'll develop the relationship. It will be a good one. And, you know, we care about you. We care about your money. And we want you to care about it. We care about it just as much as you do. So, let's go ahead, take the leap together, and let's go ahead and kick some ass in the quarterly earnings season, weekend snapshot. We are going to get paid